Okay, so let's discuss about flow shapes. There are some flow shapes that we need to discuss. Okay, and if possible, we can even also work on a practical using one of the flow shapes. Just give me 1 minute, please. March versus April, April 04 to 25. So Monday we are going to start a new topic, that is case management with covers. What is that? Case management covers concept, parent and child cases. This is what we are going to work on Monday. So today we are going to discuss about subprocess shape. Subprocess shape with spin-off option. I'll explain you all this. Listen to me carefully. This, when I explain you routing concept also, you need to keep in mind. Split join, split for each. Now, subprocess shape. What is the purpose of subprocess shape? You already used it. Subprocess shape, it is used to what?
All one flow into another.
It is used to call a flow from another flow. It is used to call a flow from current flow or another flow. So if you want to call flow B in flow A, definitely you need a flow shape called subprocess. You need a flow shape called subprocess. Now, in a subprocess shape, okay, here before we proceed, okay, today itself I can tell. Okay, in a subprocess shape, we can call only one flow. We can call how many flows? Only one flow. Let me log into our application. What is our application? It's not accepting here. Age. Okay, so here you go now. I'll open one flow, any flow you can open, some test flow or something. And here you can add flow shape, subprocess shape. Subprocess shape, how it will behave, I'll tell you. So you need to know about the concept of synchronous processing. That is, we discussed while learning about activities. Suppose if you call an activity from another activity, a parent activity calling child activity. When you execute parent activity, so during the execution, when child activity calling is encountered, the control will be transferred to child activity. After the child activity execution is successfully completed, then only the next steps in the parent activity gets executed. This is called synchronous processing. In the same manner, when you call a flow from another flow, main flow, subflow, right? So just imagine a main flow has start shape. Okay, main flow. Okay, I'll show you here. Main flow has start shape, assignment, assignment, assignment. So here I am calling subprocess shape. Here I am calling subprocess shape. Okay, here I am calling subprocess shape. Now just imagine inside this subprocess shape, we have called one subflow. We have called one subflow. So whenever a case gets created, it will come to first assignment. After the first assignment is over, it will go to subprocess shape. So after subprocess shape, it will go to subflow, inside subflow. Imagine subflow has one assignment. Imagine subflow has how many assignments? One assignment is there in the subflow. So once that assignment is finished, subflow gets completed. Once subflow is completed, then only the next step in the main flow can be worked on. Then only the next step in the main flow can be worked on. So we have used it in our application also. Okay, without the subflow getting completed, you cannot go to next step in the main flow, right? So this is synchronous processing. This is synchronous processing. In subprocess shape, we have an option to select. There is a checkbox option. If you scroll down, there is a checkbox option. Where is the checkbox? I have to use this. Okay. So I have to use this in the This is a screen flow actually. The one which I am showing you now is a screen flow. I have to show you this in the normal flow. Okay, I'll show you. Look at here now. Where is subprocess? Subprocess. Okay, you connect it somewhere. Okay, from subprocess, it will go to here. Now, if you double click on subprocess shape, here there is one option, spin off flow. What is that? Suppose if I select this, what will happen, you know? If I select this, when a case is created at start shape, it will come to customer details. After customer details is successfully done, it will come to subprocess. Imagine this subprocess shape is calling a subflow which has one assignment. Now, the subflow will be executed, whereas the main flow doesn't wait for the subflow. It will proceed on its way. So subflow will be called, assignment gets created, main flow assignment also will get created. That means the next assignment after subprocess can be worked on even though the subflow is not completed because it is created. In the previous situation, when you do not select a spin off, how it will behave? When work object reaches subprocess shape, subflow will get executed and main flow will wait at the subprocess shape. It will not go further. So that is synchronous behavior. So until and unless subflow is completed, the next assignment after the subprocess won't be created. Understand? But in case when you are using subprocess shape with spin-off option, so when work object reaches subprocess shape, subflow will be invoked, main flow will proceed on its way to the next assignment will be created. So now the next assignment after subprocess can be worked on even though the subflow is not completed. This is called asynchronous processing. When you have some optional processes, not optional actions, optional processes, you'll use spin-off. Optional process is spin-off. So I'll tell you spin-off this option and previous one, synchronous, asynchronous with respect to routing also. Just imagine first scenario, spin-off is not selected. Just imagine the assignment after the subprocess shape is routed to operator 2. To which operator it is routed? Operator B. Let's say operator B. So this is routed to operator B, this assignment. And in the subprocess, you have subflow, no? In the imagination, subflow. That subflow has one assignment, no? That is routed to operator A. That is routed to operator A. Clear, everyone? Every one of you clear? The consideration, are you clear about? That's all consideration. Now, let's try to understand. When work object reaches subprocess shape, subflow will get executed and subflow assignment will be created that will be routed to operator A. So in the main flow will wait here only. It will not proceed further because it is synchronous. I did not select the option of spin. Now operator A when login, he will see the assignment in the work list, my work. He will finish that assignment. Once he finishes, then main flow will proceed further. This assignment gets created and thus that will be routed to operator B. Operator B will work on the assignment and it will proceed further to the end shape. Clear? Synchronous. Now, if I am going to choose spin-off option, okay, then whenever work object reaches the subflow shape, subflow gets subprocess shape, subflow gets executed, the assignment in subflow will be routed to operator A. He will have the assignment in the work list and main flow is not waiting, no, it is invoking and going away in its own way. So meanwhile, it will go to next assignment, it is created, it is routed to operator B. Now operator A, B both logged in. Operator A and B both have logged in. Operator A is seeing the respective assignment of the work object in their work list. Operator B also seeing same work object related another assignment he is seeing. Now if both of them tries to open, suppose operator A of subprocess shape has opened the assignment. Imagine. Otherwise, you can think vice versa. Operator B, anyone, no problem. Operator B first opened his assignment. He edited in his portal. Now, operator A clicked on the assignment to open the assignment and edit it. He will not be able to edit it. What is the reason? The reason is when operator B opens this assignment of work object 1, suppose it locks the entire work object. Now, when operator A tries to open the assignment of the same work object, though it is a different assignment, When you open that assignment also, it will try to acquire lock on same work object, no, but it will fail because it is already acquired with lock, default locking concept, correct? So that's how spin-off option is not a parallel processing. It's not in the real time. It's not parallel processing. It's only asynchronous processing, meaning that the flow that is available in the subprocess can be optional. Can be optional. I want to get an optional approval. Approval is optional only. Optional approval I want to get. Optional approval assignment I want to create. I do not want to wait till the approval comes to me. I can proceed myself. Before I got one approval, second one is optional. I don't want to wait for it. I can go and complete everything. Approval may be received or may not be received. I can proceed. In such scenario, you'll go for spin-off, make it available in the spin-off shape, the approval. Understand clear, every one of you? Are you clear? Everyone?
Yes.
You understand
Yes.
spin-off? Spin-off is asynchronous, not parallel by its nature, real time. Okay, next. So subprocess shape is the one which we have discussed. Very good. There are two more shapes I'm going to explain you for interview purpose. Okay, first shape in the advanced is split join. What is that? Split join, what are you seeing? You are seeing three parallel lines. Three parallel lines. By default, they have given three. It can be 3 or 100. Okay. What does it mean? I'll explain you now. If you double click on split join, you'll come to know. Join all. What is that? Join all. Just scroll down. Specify a flow rule for the business process. Now you expand this. You can call one flow here. You can call a flow rule here. Just imagine I have called flow 1 just like that. Flow 1 has one assignment or two assignments or three, any number. Now one more thing, specify a flow rule. Again, I'm mentioning flow 2. I have all these flows. Just imagine we have all these flows. Again, add flow. How many flows I can call this? I don't know the maximum number by myself, but you can call n number of flows. You can call how many flows? Now all these flows kickstarts at a time. When the work object reaches the split join shape, when work object reaches split join, all the flows will be kicked. All the flows will run. Suppose 3 flows are there. Each flow has one assignment. First flow assignment routed to operator A. Second flow assignment operator B. Third flow assignment operator C. Able to imagine, everyone? Are you able to imagine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just imagine that. Now 3 assignments created for the given work object C-1 appropriately routed at a time to operator A, B, C respectively. Now, when 3 of them log in and try to open the assignments at a time, they won't be able to open. Why?
Work object get locked.
Work object will be locked.
Any one assignment you open, work object will be locked. Any one assignment you open, entire object is locked. So, parallelly those are created, but parallelly cannot be done in a transaction model with default locking. Okay, having the work object lock is being acquired when any one of the assignment is open, right? So this is also not parallel processing. Parallelly, you will not be able to work on multiple tasks of the same work object. If you're able to work on multiple assignments of single work object at a time, that is referred as parallel processing. That's referred as parallel processing. But this is also not a parallel processing, but it can be like synchronous or asynchronous. Now, here in this scenario, so when would you go for a split join? Whenever you wanted to. So what is the name of the shape? Split and join. What is the meaning of split join? Split and join. Suppose you take in the kitchen, you find fork, right? Fork. So you make fork upside down like this. Fork. This is fork only, no? Or hand is also fork, right? So how many are there? 5 splits are there. 5 splits are joined. 5 splits are joined. Yes or no? 5 splits are joined. When your hand, if you see like this is what fork. So split plus join finally. Whenever you want to retrieve the data from multiple sources, join that data. Join that data. Then you'll go for split join, generally speaking. I'll tell you one example also. I'm an insurance policy processing system. This is an insurance policy process. You are a client, you are taking policy. So I have one step in my case. You might have taken policies from other vendors also previously. This is the 10th year you are registering. So previously you have, otherwise, let's say, okay, 10th year, but at least previous three vendors, I want to take the information from the previous three insurance vendors about your CIBIL score. About your CIBIL score means your nature of what do you call it? Your trustworthiness. Are you paying the premiums on time? Okay. Have you paid any escalations or any I mean, like what do you call it? Check bounces are there for your premium, overdues are there, something like. So my system is designed in such a way, fetch the details from previous three insurers of the current customer for whom you are giving insurance policy. Once you get all these three results, analyze these three results further in your activities or somewhere, it's meeting the criteria, proceed to give policy, otherwise don't give. Okay. How do I get previous three at a time? So I'll use split join. Three flows will be created. Okay. And three flows will execute three activities. Activity 1, activity 2, activity 3. These three will go and call the three different systems, three different vendors, sends an email to three different people, wait for the response and take it. Otherwise, sends a service request and take it, data and combine. Something like that. So like that, you can use this one. Split join, you have an option join all. What does it mean join all? When all the subflows are successfully completed, then only main flow further can be resumed. Main flow further can be resumed. Join all means when all the three people have responded, then only main flow can be resumed. That scenario, you see join all. Business told like this. You get the result from all the three. Then only next assignment should be created. Then you choose join all. So they told you another way. That is, okay, we are calling three people. At least one person responds back with the data. If that is good, proceed to create the next assignment and proceed. Don't wait for the remaining two. Then you'll choose what? Join any. Understand? Suppose they told you like at least one, given some people have responded out of the three, either one response or two response or three response. Three response means okay, we can go. Suppose one response, given a condition satisfied, go away. Suppose condition not satisfied, wait for the second one. Second one response, given a condition satisfied, go away. Wait, don't wait for third one. So third one anyhow completed means everything completed, no need to wait. So join some, given a condition. Means join some means at least one of the subflow gets completed given the condition satisfied. It can be resumed further. Are you clear with split join? Every one of you. Online students. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is split join. They will ask
Harsha,
you in interviews. This
Harsha,
type of scenarios they will ask you. Yes, please go ahead.
is that like flow will get executed one after another? Sorry, I missed that.
No. Here, those will be kicked at a time. Okay. Next and the
Parallelly,
yes,
everything will get
parallelly will get kicked, but you won't be able to open the assignments parallelly because of default locking. If these three flows have three utility shapes calling three different activities where there is no locking involved in the activities, then parallelly these three will run. Okay, now wait. Here. What is the next one? Split for each. Split for each. To explain you this, you should have the clear idea about the concept of for each embedded page in the activity. Do you have the idea about that for loop for each embedded page in the activity data transform we did know? Can any one of you tell me what do you mean by for each embedded page in the activity or for each page in data transform? It will loop on each page. Loop on each page means what will happen when it loops on each page? Condition
go
you
and
leave it.
check each page of the page list.
Huh? What is it? It's
So
not
it will
about
access the
condition.
current page.
I am asking only about the execution point. So given you have one step on which you have implemented loop, and when you are using loop, you must pass page list. You have passed a page list. Inside this looping step, you have 10 steps. What happens to all these 10 steps? That's what I'm asking.
So each one will get executed for that many number of collection.
Correct.
Each collection.
So the number of steps, whatever are there in the loop, all those will get executed n number of times, where n is equal to number of pages in the page list. So in a for loop, if you pass a page list and write n number of steps, these steps will get executed 10 times if the page list has 10 pages. 20, then page list has 20 pages. Page list has 20 pages means 20 times. So in a for loop, if you write some number of steps, those steps will be repeatedly executed a number of times for the length of the page list. Correct? Same concept. Okay, split for each. Double click on split for each. Here you pass, they are saying page, but it is not page list. Some page list you have called. Some page list. This page list should belong to some class, no? A dash B dash C, some class. Okay, code Pega list otherwise. Code Pega list. Code Pega list class. Something like that. Now you can call one flow here. You can call one flow here. Flow 1 you are calling. How many times the flow 1 will get executed at runtime? At runtime, how many times the flow 1 will get executed? How many times? Tell me.
Number of pages in that page list.
Number of pages in the page list A. Page list A has 10 pages. Then how many times it will get executed? 10 times. The same will work on practically. Okay. So after the requirement is implemented, I'll explain you the way I'm going to implement it. Not immediately, because before itself you'll not understand. But split for each you understand. In a split for each, we can call only one flow. But one flow gets executed 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, depends on the page list length that you pass on the split for each. Okay. Write down the requirement. Everyone write down. Oh, I think you don't have to write. I will write. I'm writing, right? Okay. So I am writing working with split for each. Okay, now working with split for each. Now, just give me 1 minute. What is the thing I can choose here? What assignment I can choose? Okay, I'll create my own approval assignment. Okay. Just give me 1 minute, please. I'll cross-check that approval step which we have. Okay. Data types, not data types, case type. I'll just cross-check our case type, what steps we have. And I think it's a custom approval screen we'll create by ourselves. You can use OTB in this scenario. Hold on once again. You can use OTB actually. If I implement now, it will be useful next time when I'm going to teach you that. Very good. Okay. So write down the okay, I'll write down the requirement. We have managers table, right? Okay. So we have 5 managers. In our application. Okay, let's create a new assignment. Let's retrieve the manager operator IDs from operator table at runtime. At runtime, so you may have 5 or 10, whatever it is. The operator IDs of the managers you have to retrieve at runtime. Okay, for this, let's use report definition plus activity and copy the results onto a page list, onto another page list. I'll copy onto another page list, my own page list. Okay, I'll tell you. Now create a new assignment, create a new screen with approve or reject radio button, comma, comments. Okay. So now add a new step in the case type, comma, call the above screen. This assignment should get routed to all the managers that we have retrieved above. So dynamically, here the routing is dynamic. You are not sure about what are the operator IDs. At runtime, first operator IDs to be retrieved. You get 10 operators, that assignment should be routed to 10 people. If you get 5 operators, assignment should be routed to 5. If you have new manager added in future, the assignment will route to new manager also. If one manager resigns and you remove the operator, that less number, because dynamically at runtime you are retrieving whatever that is available in operator table. In operator table, if you want to retrieve the operator ID from operator table is data admin operator ID, PR underscore operators. Operator ID column is PY user identifier. Operator ID column is what? PY user identifier. I told you this, no? So I will go ahead and do it now. Okay. Step by step I'll do. Just look at here carefully. It's dead easy. So I'm going to see, in order to retrieve operator IDs, from operator table, multiple operator IDs from operator table, I can use obj browse, right? Instead of obj browse, I can also use report definition. So I'm going to explain you with report definition to teach you a new way of learning. Okay. So now this requirement I am going to give you here. This is not your document. Okay. I did not create any document for you so far, right? Then I will create a new document for you. Just close this. Okay, here you go now with design. Design is like one by one I'll go. Okay, first we need to retrieve the records from table. That's the first thing. 624, 624 April 04. I'm sorry. That was 0, right? Previously. Okay. Now here you go. First in the design, create a report definition. Create a report definition rule to retrieve operator IDs of managers. Of what? Managers. Okay. Now you tell me, I want to retrieve the operator IDs of managers, right? So now you tell me, I should create my report definition in some class. In which class I should create my report definition? In which class I should create my report definition? In which class? So generally, if you are working with the report definition rule, generally I'm asking, not by any specific name. Generally, if you want to create a report definition rule, retrieve the data from a table, in which class you will create report definition?
Class.
No,
Data.
Table class. Table class. In this scenario, what is the table class? Data admin operator ID. What is the table class in this scenario? So operator IDs we want to retrieve from operator table. So that means you need to create your report in the operator table only. Report definition. What is the name of the report definition rule? Like fetch managers operators. So you may fetch even more data. You can fetch more data, utilize less. That is also okay. So I'm creating in the context of framework. Let it be like that. I'm sorry, I would have chosen this. Just hold on, please. Better safe side, I would have chosen ordination set. Create and open. Okay, so once you come here, I want to retrieve from operator table operator ID. Operator ID means which column? PY user identifier. PY user identifier is the column which will retrieve operator ID values. Just hold on. But here we have a condition. No? Here we have a condition. Oh, am I creating in the integration rule set? I am sorry. Why I am creating? Just that's my mistake. Just hold on. Organization. I thought of going with organization rule set, but it is not giving organization rule set. No, it's giving only integration rule set. So let's create in the normal rule set, not integration, normal rule set. Okay, framework rule set. So as usual here, py user identifier, py user identifier. Now I want to retrieve the email ID of the operator. Suppose you want to retrieve email ID, py addresses. It's not a straightforward column. It's a column looks like this. Inside blob, it will be available. Py addresses of email dot py email address. This I will tell you later. We will use the same report in future requirement. That's why I'm doing this. But as of now, this is only enough. In future, this is also required. That's why the same report I can use for two different reasons, purposes. Okay, just let's keep that. And you want to retrieve access group also. Access group of an operator, which property? Py access group, py. So you want to retrieve access group also, you can retrieve, no problem. So now in the condition, I don't want to retrieve all the operators. You see, save this actions and then run. You don't want to retrieve all the operators from table. You want to retrieve only your application related managers. Your application related managers means organization, operator, open your manager operator, AAG. So this is the access group you need to pass. This is the access group you need to pass. So you need to write a where condition, where py access group is equal to this value, double quotes, this value. Understand clear everyone? Filter condition you are right. So save this. Done. If you want to add one more condition, you know what? You can add more conditions just to give you learning point of view. Px create date time, not equal to is not equal to where? Not equal to or not null. So will there be any px create date time null value for any operator? So how many conditions you have written? Two conditions. When you are writing more than one, when you are writing, you need to use logical operators. F1 and F2. Either this condition should be satisfied plus both are satisfied. Second one also. Then only I should get the result. That's the meaning. Suppose if I give R here, if I write R, then anyone satisfied, I'm okay. So, but in this scenario, end only. Anyhow, I have written the second condition in such a way that it will never fail. Second condition will never fail. Just for learning purpose only, I gave that. It's not as per the requirement. So that you'll experience that logical operator, defining logical operator. For testing purpose, you can run and test it. For testing purpose, just give me 1 minute. You can run and test it. Save that. So you can run this and test it whether it is retrieving the correct data or not. It is retrieving correct data. 5 operators we are getting. So what is the result structure? Obviously, PX results, page list on. Now we are going to learn something new, really new, which you never learned before. Now, create an activity. Okay, now create a page list. Hold on. Create a page list in vehicle insurance class. I'll tell you. So this page list should hold operator IDs. Should hold what? Should hold operator IDs. This page list only should hold operator IDs. Okay, now let's proceed now. What is the page list? Here you go now. Not here. Page list you will create in vehicle insurance class. Vehicle insurance class, create data model property, and this is a page list property. That is manager operator IDs list. Manager operator IDs list. Okay, now. Okay, good. Create and open manager operator IDs list. And this is a page list. The page list should hold operator related information. That means it should refer to which class? Data admin operator ID class. Data admin operator ID class. Yes or no? It should refer to data admin operator ID class. Save. Done. We are done with this. Okay, this page list is the ultimate one. I am going to use it in the split for each flow shape. Okay, very good. After this, do what? Now create an activity of type utility, Why utility? Because I'm going to call this activity using utility shape to give you learning about utility shape. So utility type, which will call above report definition rule. Just look at here carefully. Okay. So just go here. I'm sorry. Here you go. Create technical activity. In which class? Vehicle insurance class. I'm creating in vehicle insurance class. And the activity name is fetch manager operators. Fetch manager operators. Manager operators, it is going to fetch. Create and open. Now security tab and activity type utility. Choose activity type utility. Choose activity type utility. I'm going to choose utility. I'm trying to cover as many number of possible different ways that I can cover. I'm trying to cover those things. Okay, now pages and classes tab. What is the next one? Pages and classes tab. In the pages and classes tab, I'm going to use a page name called managers page. What is the page name? Managers page. Referring to which class? Code Pega list. If you learn about OBJ browser, you'll understand this. Managers page.px results. Managers page.px results. Referring to table class. Data admin operator ID class. Data admin operator ID class. And then steps tab. And then steps tab. In the steps tab, I'm not going to create the page. It will be created automatically. So actually, I wanted to fetch manager operator IDs. For that, generally, I should use OBJ browse. But I want to avoid using those methods. But I have a report definition which can do that. How can I call a report definition rule from activity is an interview question. For that reason only, I'm telling you this. A report definition rule can be called in an activity by calling one OOTB activity. Call PX retrieve report data. What is the activity name? PX retrieve report data. There is one OOTB activity. Understand? Now this activity will take the parameters. What parameters? You are saying that to call the report definition. If you want to call a report from activity, that can be done by calling another OOTB activity. For that, you need to pass the report definition rule name as parameter. So what is the name of the class report definition? Sorry, what is the name of the report definition? Report definition name is fetch manager operators. I'll give in double quotes. Okay, good. What is the class in which it is created? Data admin operator ID class. In which class you have your report definition rule created? Data admin operator ID class. Good, very good. So now when I execute this activity, you know what? It will go to this particular class. In this class, it will try to find out the report definition rule by this name and execute the report definition. It will give some result, PX results, that should be placed on a page, no? What page? I have already decided, managers page. So I'll give managers page here, not in the double quotes. Page name you should not write in double quotes. Understand clear, everyone? Okay. So up to this, I'm going to give this thing. Up to this, we will test it. We will test the scenario up to this. Understand? So let's see now. So we are going to run this activity and see what will be the clipboard structure. Run this activity, run here, close clipboard. And here you go now. What is that? PY work page. Huh? PY work page. I'm so sorry. Browse page is what? Managers page, right? Managers page. Managers page has PX results. How many? 5. Each page contains a PY user identifier which is holding operator ID value. Which is holding what value? Operator ID value. Yes or no? So that's what the information should be known to you before you proceed to write sir. But I am not going to use this page list in the utility shape because this will create on clipboard at runtime on separately. Now what I will do is I will copy this. So entire page list I want to assign to one page list. A page list I want to assign entirely to another page list. I don't have to do loop and all. Entire page list means simply property set. Property set. You assign the page list managers page.px results to UI. I mean, like not UI, to a page list which you have in vehicle insurance class. In the vehicle insurance class, you have a page list property, right? What is the page list property? I created a few minutes back. No?
Fetch manager
manager operator IDs list. Primary dot manager operator IDs list. Understand? So now after this, I will remove the page list which I have got in the PX retrieve report data. For removing a page list, you use property remove. What is that? For page list, it is not page remove. Page list, it is property remove. This will remove PX results only, not manager's page. Okay. You can give inside also. You can give inside also. Okay. Now, this will remove what? PX results. But still, what is pending? Manager's page is pending. No. Now, page remove. To what? Page remove, manager's page. So, understand clear, everyone? So, like this. So, after this activity is executed, so it will fetch manager operator IDs from operator table. Okay. It will assign table page list to vehicle insurance class page list somewhere. Okay. And removes PX results, removes manager's page. Understand clear, everyone? Okay. So once this activity execution is fully done, you will see one page list on clipboard under your PY work page. What is the name of the page list? What is the name of the page list? You'll see. I'm sorry. Name of the page list is PY work page dot manager operator IDs list. What is that? Manager operator IDs list. So we brought it onto our own page list than what Pega has created on clipboard. Table related page list to our own page list we got. Okay, very good. Now create a subflow. Okay, you don't ask me why I am doing this, why I am creating in a different class, but follow me. Create a subflow in data admin operator ID class. Data admin operator ID class. But before this, I need a screen. No, I told you I have to create my own screen for approval. So create a property, comma, create properties, comma, section, comma, flow action in data admin operator ID class. Data admin operator ID class. I am going by customized things because you will learn it much better. After the practical is completed only, I'll explain why I am doing like this, why I am creating here. You'll come to know slowly after the practical is done. Just wait for 5 to 10 minutes to understand this concept. I'm going to create as many number of properties you want, you can create. I'm creating one property like approval from manager. One property by name, approval from manager. I'm creating in the context of framework things. No problem. You can create in the context of framework because at the high level. And this is property only, radio button property. What is that? Radio button with local list. With the local list of values where you have table values. Tell me what values I can give. Approved, and rejected. One of these two values manager will say. Saved. One more property you create, comment. What is that one more property? Comments. Manager comments. Create and open. These two properties I want to use in my screen. Okay, create and open. Just I'm directly using the properties class. Okay, here you go now. This is not the local list and all. This is not even radio button. This is paragraph, right? Text area. Text area means what? It's a big one, like a comment box in Facebook. You'll see, big one. Like that. Save. Create a section. I'll create one section. Right click on this. Create user interface section. So what is the name of the section? Manager approval. See, after this session is done, I will tell you about approval. OOTB flow shape is also available. For approve rejector, there is one OOTB flow shape Pega provided. There is a big difference between the practical we are doing and that OOTB step. That we'll see later. I'll go with traditional section here. And here you go now. I will add two fields. One is radio button. Another one is text area. Text paragraph. That's what text area means, paragraph. So first double click on radio button. Map to properties. Double click on this. This is manage approval from manager. The property is, so label I will change. Label I'll change it to select. Label I'll change it to, so manager will select one of the two options, either approve or reject. Below one, I'm going to map it to comments. I created or not? I did not save or. Oh, I should not choose I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not paragraph. Text area, right? You can choose text area. You can choose what? So that's my mistake. I'm sorry. It's an input, right? Yeah. This is an input. I'm sorry. So comments. What is that? Comments. Second property is comments. Text area you will choose. And you can save this or you can give something like, okay, just give me 1 minute. Green color. And you can also change the radio button format. Okay, how to change radio button format, I'll tell you. Just give me 1 minute. All this is optional. You don't have to do practice all these things unless you are interested about these things. So radio button, unlike a normal radio button, I am changing its structure format to other format, control format, other segmented option. What is that? Other, I will choose other. Here, okay, segmented will come for horizontal, I think. Horizontal. Segmented means it appears like buttons. Appears like buttons like this. Just for your information, all that you don't have to too much, but you learn these things. It's good. Okay, save, done. Now create flow action. Create a flow action. I will create one flow action. Right click on this, create process flow action. Okay. And the name of the flow action is what? Manager approval flow action. Manager approval flow action. Create and open. This is manager approval section. Save this. Save. Now create a flow. Create a flow. So where am I creating flow now? In a data class, I am creating flow. Observe. Where am I creating? It is also data class, no? In a data class, I am creating flow. How do I access a data class flow into my work class or case type class? How to access a flow rule which is available in data class into case type class? Manager approval. Manager approval. Yes, tell me, how do I access a data class flow? I want to access into my work class. How to access? By using pages, or you can also use page list. You can also use page list. Now we are going to use page list to access. That page list is referring to page work. What is work? It's taking implementation class. You got this error, okay? No problem. You got this error, right? Okay, just submit. Submit, no? Just submit this. You got this error. Because it has, what is this below now created? I forgot. Okay, create a submit flow. Create a subflow. Submit flow. Okay, so now you got this error. To fix this error, what you do is, this is implementation work class. Your rule is in framework rule set, no? Rule is in which rule set? So better you bring it to, because everything we are doing in the implementation now, better you bring it to implementation. This one you create in the implementation rule set context for now. No problem in that. Save as this to IMPL rule set. IMPL application can call anything from framework, no? IMPL application can call anything from framework. So then there won't be any problem. There won't be any issue because we are doing anyhow in the implementation. Even I can change that class to framework class also, but why to struggle too much further? And that's the reason why I am just bringing it to implementation for now. Okay, save, done. It is all set. What we have done is here we have called one flow action. Now double click on assignment. Oh, I think I'll do it later. Okay, now I'll do it later. I'll come back to this flow once again. Now I want to call the flow which is available in data class into my work class. Now go to case type. Go where? Case type. Go to case type. Where is it? Here you go now. This is the case type. I will add one new stage here. I'll add one new stage after transaction info, after vehicle info, claims info. So add a new stage, So just for some reason, I'm going to add it. Okay. After attachments, I'll add a new stage after attachments. Manager approval. And here you go now, manager approval. Oh, this is before case close. I will adjust it to manager approval. So here I'm going to add a new step, collect information. So this is manager approval step. Configure view. Do what? Not configure view. Save this. Okay, save this anyhow. No problem. Because I need a flow, I have added it. I'll remove it anyhow. Just see. So you'll understand. Now open manager approval. Open manager approval. So without adding at least one step, I'll not be able to get the flow created. Correct? In the stage, if I do not even add a one step, I won't get the stage created. Now I do not want to call the flow action here. My flow action is already called in a flow. That flow I want to call here. I'll remove this assignment. I'll remove this assignment. And add. And add what? And add split for each. What is that? Split for each. I will add split for each step. Where is it? Advanced shapes. Split for each. So remove this assignment, delete the assignment. I have deleted the assignment and respective connector, and then I'm going to connect this one like this. Understand? I'm sorry. Clear, everyone? Okay. Now, in my main flow, I have one split for each flow shape. Now I want to display a screen here. What screen? Approval screen. Approval screen is available in the data admin operator ID class. That is already called in a flow of data admin operator ID class. I want to call the flow here. Double click on split for each. You just make a clear observation here. Double click on split for each. Once you come here, you choose a page list now. What is the page list? That is manager operator IDs list. See, the moment I choose this page list, it is automatically loading the class that is for which the page list is referring to. For which class the page list is referring to? Data admin. I did not choose it. It's automatically choosing. So once you choose a page list here, on this page list, the loop will run. Okay. And the class is this one. Now, if you want to call a flow here, the flow must be from the data admin operator ID class. The flow must be from which class? Because when you click the down arrow here, it will show only the flows of data admin operator ID class, because here you have chosen data admin operator ID. You understand? So that's the reason why I have created my flow in the data admin operator ID class. You understand why we have created in data admin operator ID class? Whenever we wanted to use split for each by passing one page list parameter, the page list will definitely refer to a class. The class for which page list is referring to, the flow should also be there in the same class. That's the reason why I created my flow in the data admin operator ID class. This point, everyone clear?
Yes, Harsha.
Yes. As my flow should be available in data admin operator ID class, Obviously, my flow action section properties also should be there in the same data admin operator ID class. SR. I want to call the screen into that flow only, right? Flow is in data admin operator ID. Flow action should be in data admin operator ID. Section should be in. So that's why I graded everything there. You understand now the reason? Every one of you. Join all. I have join all, submit. Join all option. Here also join all, because multiple times it will be graded now. Now save, done. As of now, you save it. This is completed. Now I'll tell you one important point. See how many times this flow will get executed based on the number of pages available in the page list. But how many pages will be available here? This page list should be built now. How it is being built by an activity? Did you call that activity anywhere? No. So what you do now is add a utility shape in front of above step. So I will add one utility shape in front of this. Here you go now. After the start shape, layout, vertical. Okay, like this I have added. Vertically I have aligned. Okay, horizontally want to go with horizontal. Okay, that's up to you. Clear, everyone? So now double click on utility shape. Okay, and here you can call activity of type utility. Activity of type. So you click the down arrow, you'll see child activity, fetch manager operators. See, there is one problem with this. This is OTP bug, predefined. I mean, like the bug that is there in the system. If I select down arrow and select this tab out, what is happening? It is gone. I don't know the reason why they have like this. So what I'll do is I'll select from the drop down. If I tab out as it is getting erased, I will select it from drop down. I will copy this name. Okay, I copied the name of the activity. Tab out, it is gone. Now I paste it. If you tab out, it won't be gone. If you manually type, it won't be gone. If you select from drop down, it is going away. This is a bug that Pega Systems has to take care. That's the bug with the tool. Okay, now submit this. So now draft mode is on. No, you can turn off the draft mode. Save this. This flow is completed. Now I will tell you, just wait. So I'll extend your session for 10 more minutes because it takes time. I don't want to leave in between. So open the activity. So if you open this activity, so in the case type processing, refresh this. During the case type processing, when work object reaches this particular flow, manager approval flow, first it will call utility step. So as per utility shape, activity will get executed. This activity ultimately will bring the data onto manager operators page list, right? So now next step is split for each. Now in the subflow will be executed 5 times because this page list has 5 pages. Now important point I am going to tell you. While this subflow getting executed, what is the primary page of this subflow? I'll explain. For the main flow, which is part of the case type, for the main flow, manager approval flow, what is the primary page? If you ask me, PY work page. But when this subflow is getting executed, hey, what is going on? There is a utility shape, right? What's wrong? There is something wrong, it seems. Just hold on. Okay. Manager approval flow is opening this and subflow. This is correct only. I have checked out, no? Okay. Okay, if you open this flow now, so now when the subflow is getting executed, this should run on primary page, every rule. What is the primary page of this subflow? For a main flow, case will come to main flow in the case type, PY work page. When it comes to subflow is running on a page that you have mentioned here. What is the page name? Manager operator IDs list of 1, manager operator IDs list of 2, like that. On each page, subflow will run. Then the primary page of the subflow will be manager operator IDs of list of 1, manager operator IDs list of 2, manager operator IDs list of 3. While calling the flow, you specifically mentioned a page list. So the flow will run 10 times if the page list has 10 pages. Each time it is running, the corresponding current page will be the primary page of the flow. Are you clear with this point, everyone? Online students. Primary page concept should not be missed. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, can I access the property which is available in primary page in the subflow? Now, open the subflow. Open the subflow. After this, it is not completed. Okay, open subflow. Open subflow. How do you open like this? Normally, now double click on assignment. All this is manually we are doing. Double click on assignment. In the assignment, route to operator. To which operator I want to route to? It's not the operator ID you choose from the drop down. Because at runtime, when the subflow is getting executed, the operator ID value is available, assigned to the property available in page list. Yes or no? On that page list only, it is running. It is running on each time on the page list. So here the operator ID is, here the page list is manager operator IDs, manager operator IDs list of current dot py user identifier. Yes or no? Yes or no? When this is running, the operator ID value is available on clipboard. No, where it is available? Manager operator IDs list, page list that has pages. On each page, you have py user identifier holding one operator ID value. So instead of, so as this flow is already running on current page, you don't have to mention this part. You don't have to mention this part. You can mention directly .py user identifier. What does it mean at runtime? It will run on the current page in the page list. No, manager operator IDs list of current .py user identifier. That's the meaning. Understand clear, everyone? Online students, you understand? So the value of that particular one will be taken from clipboard at runtime and dynamically it is getting routed. So the routing operator ID value is not static here. The routing operator ID value is what? Available assigned to a property on clipboard. It is taking from the property. Okay, I'll explain you overall at a time once again. Just you need to extend your time today. Okay. You can use parameters also. Don't take that much risk as you are a beginner. Just wait. Now, when the work object reaches, oh, keys keys. Just give me 1 minute. Hold on a minute, everyone. So when the work object reaches manager approval stage, manager approval flow, the main flow will run on PY work page, no doubt about it. Okay, now once it comes here, it will execute the activity. Ultimately, this activity will retrieve manager operator IDs and place it on PY work page dot manager operator IDs of list. So when it is going to do that, each page on this page list will have PY user identifier property with value of manager operator ID 1, 2, 3, 5 manager operator IDs on 5 pages to this property. Next, when the work object comes to split for each, it is going to call the flow on the page list. So the flow will be executed how many times? 5 times. Flow will be executed 5 times. So the assignment which is there in the subflow will be created how many times? 5 times. Each time when the flow runs, it will run on the primary page of manager operator IDs list of 1, 2, 3 like that. When the flow is executed from that current page, it will use the property PY user identifier for routing purpose and it will be appropriately routed. We'll try to test it now. I'll check in everything before I proceed to further work on this. Before I do testing, I'll check in everything and show you. Something which is not related to it, if that is not been checked in also, I don't. Beginner insurance, I don't have to mind about it. Okay, whatever that is necessary has been checked in. Now create a case and test it. Do what? Create a case and test it. 5 managers, we are routing to the work list of 5 managers. Now this is what? Routing to multiple operators. Previously, conditional routing is there. That's not at a time routing. Either you route to operator, either you route to work queue. This is at a time you are sending it to 5 people into their work list. Okay, and here you go now. Close everything here and open the case type. Open case type, actions and then run, save and run. So I will directly go to attachment stage. After the attachment stage, routing is there. actions and then change stage. Here, choose a stage, attachments. Because one attachment is mandatory. No? What attachment is mandatory? Aadhaar card. I'll finish that and go further. Okay, I'll submit this. Once I submit this, it won't wait for me. It will go to utility. Utility will run in background. See how many times the flow got executed. How many times the flow got executed? 5 times it got executed and it is appropriately routed to all 5 people. Now, 5 assignments would have been created. What is the work object ID value? Take this ID value here. Okay, now I'll go to the database. I'll go to database. I'll take a query, scripts, select a script, select star from routing. Routing to work list means which table? PR underscore, okay. PC underscore assign underscore work list table. PC assign work list table. Select star from PC work list table where PX ref object INS name. There's a column. PX ref object key means PGINS key, right? PX ref object INS name column will have PYID. So this work object related, how many assignments are there in work list table? This work object related, how many assignments are there? PX. Oh, that's capital and PX ref kada. Okay. Okay, how many assignments are there at a time? For one work object, how many assignments are there in the work list table? 5. So now you see PX assigned operator ID. The PX assigned operator ID. How many people it is assigned? 5 different people at a time have one assignment. It's not one assignment. One assignment, 5 instances are created. 5 assignments. 5 assignments of similar type. 5 assignments of similar type created. Okay, and been routed to 5 different operators. Now let's see whether they are able to parallelly work on it or not. Whether they are able to parallelly work. Log in with 2 operators. If you test, that is enough. Log in with manager 1 and 2. Manager 1 and 2. So manager 1, manager 2 both should have this work object related assignment, approval projection. Okay. Let's log in here. Log off now. And manager 1 @aig.com, and I'm going to take this URL and I'm going to use Chrome browser. Manager 2 @aig.com, password. Another one. Oh. Okay, manager 1 also we have taken. Okay. Okay, so my work will, of course, it is available here, but I wanted to experience that my work accessing. So in the my work, you have the work object SR. So manager 1 has assignment routed to him. What is the work object? Today's date, first work object. Manager 1 has it. So look at the manager, another manager, my work, manager 2, my work. He also has. Means it's not same assignments, two different assignments. Okay, but of same type. Now open with manager 2. Open with the manager 2. First you open with manager 2 and edit it. So that means manager 2 wants to take an action on this particular assignment. And why 5 are showing here? This is not correct actually to show 5. That's okay. So open. So you click on go, it will open. Now try with manager 1. Don't submit it. Try with manager 1. No. Submit. When you submit, lock will get released. No, that's why I did not submit. So now try to open here. Not open. Not able to open. So is it parallel processing or not parallel processing? So that's what I want to do. So even though different instances of assignment is created, same work object related, right? So in this scenario, split for each is at a time sending one assignment to 5 people having different instance of assignment, though 5 cannot parallelly work on it. 5 cannot parallelly work on it. one person completes, then only another person will be able to open it. Make sense clear, everyone? So that's how it is going to work. Okay, it's not parallel processing. So using split join, split for each or spin off, neither of the three by default have the nature of parallel processing. Neither means not having the parallel processing nature. How to achieve parallel processing? Means for a given work object, 2 assignments at a time you created, routed appropriated to 2 different people. They should be able to parallelly open it, parallelly edit it, parallelly submit it. Then that is called parallel processing. There can be, in business scenarios, there can be independent assignments. Means this task doesn't depend on another one. So then you can parallelly work on it, right? How to achieve that? That will be covered on Monday. It will be covered on Monday. Make sense clear, everyone? Online students. Okay. So I'm going to close the meeting. We'll wind up for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Thank you. I mean, like Monday. Thank you for joining. It's already late. Okay, just go through it slowly. It's a good requirement.